we really excited to bring on a two-time Olympic medalist, gold and silver, by the way, in 2016.
2016.
Are you serious? She's calling in on the Alley Kelly Company Train Hotline. She's Laurie Hernandez. Laurie, welcome to the Sports Shop. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
We're excited to talk to you.
We're doing wonderful. And you know what, Laurie? I can actually see you smiling through the radio. I can see you smiling already.
So let's get us caught up on it's been a minute since you you were on the podium receiving your medals. What's been going on since the Olympics?
Well, I was on Dancing with the Stars right after that, and that was a lot of fun. And I got to go on tour with the cast and everything, and I've just been doing a lot of appearances lately, which has been a lot of fun.
Oh, Dance with the Stars. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, I have to know.
Yes.
It was absolutely amazing. I mean, if I had the chance to do it again, I for sure would. And I got to really get to know all the dancers and see them as, not as professional dancers, but as people. And it's like we became a really close family. It was awesome.
Wow. So, one of the things that, I notice about people, celebrities and all going on Dancing with the Stars and, athletes being on, is it as rigorous as, we think it is? Is training as tough as we think it is?
Yeah, it definitely is. And also, it's like because I was a minor, I could only do, I think it was about 4 hours a day. And so while everybody was doing, more than 4 hours a day, whether it was a double training session, I only had those 4 hours. And I was also on a gymnastics tour while I was doing Dancing with the Stars. And so I really didn't have, as much time as I really would have wanted to rehearse, but we still got it done.
Yeah, you didn't kill it like you wanted it.
She only won the title.
She won the title, yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to ask you, Laurie, what about your teammate Simone Biles? She's currently on Dancing with the Stars. What's it like watching her compete where you once did?
It's awesome. I mean, I really hope she enjoys it, and it goes by so fast, so it's crazy.
And I think also our fans would be interested to know that you've already written a memoir, and that's very fascinating. Just how did this come about, and what compelled you to write your memoir at such a young age?
Well, it was during dancing that I actually wrote it, and I made sure to do it at the end of the day, so that way I had, all my focus on that, and nothing would distract me. But also, I wanted to share my story with this generation and show them that this wasn't handed to me whatsoever. I worked really hard to get where I am today, and if they work hard enough, they can achieve whatever it is that they want to do as well.
Well, so, we're talking with Laurie Hernandez, and we're really trying to dig into what really makes her as successful as she has been so far at such a young age. And one of the things that, we like to ask, and especially when we talk to young athletes, is when do you feel like you develop the passion for what you're doing and what it takes to be really, really successful?
I guess as an athlete, it's really different for everybody. I mean, there are some girls who, it's like they come out the womb and they're like, hey, I want to go to the Olympics. Other girls, they're just like, it could be, a few years before the Olympics, and suddenly something clicks and you're like, wow, this is possible. And I think, my experience, I mean, I started off, I was just sitting at home and I saw a gymnast on the TV as it was playing, and I remember being just mesmerized by her, and I told my mom that's what I wanted to do, and she said, okay, and she put me in, and I started just because I really loved it, and it wasn't until like a few years down the road where I was like, wow, I think I want to go to the Olympics.
Man, we're talking to Laurie Hernandez, and Laurie, here's the point. Can you achieve a little bit more? You haven't achieved that much, given the fact that Olympic gold medalist, silver gold medalist. You won last season Dancing with the Stars, and now you get ready to embark on, you have some, I guess, aspirations of embarking on an acting career. Let's talk about that just a little bit, if you will.
Man.
Yeah, so for Dancing with the Stars, it was like we had to do different themes and different styles every single week, and as the weeks go on, it's like I had to portray a different character, and I really loved that. I always loved fooling around, and I would quote movie scenes when I was really little, and I would watch movies with my family, and it was like being able to do this on Dancing with the Stars, it sparked this little fire in me where I was like, wow, I really want to do this, and it's definitely something that I'm interested in.
Wow.
Yep. Again, we're talking with Laurie Hernandez. She's actually going to be here in the Triangle at the Southern Women's Show at the North Carolina State Fairgrounds. It'll be taking place from Friday to Sunday, but you will be here on Saturday. Just how much are you looking forward to being here in the Triangle and meeting all your fans at the Southern Women's Show?
I'm absolutely so excited. I mean, every time I go out to meet people, they're so supportive of all the work that I've done. And, I mean, it's so heartwarming to hear all the little kids say, you know, we started gymnastics because of you. And that's really inspirational.
Well, I want to ask you this one last question before we let you get out of here. You know, with a lot of fame and a lot of young people coming up and talking to you, what do you consider now to be the strangest request that you've had since all of this has been going on, since all of this transpired?
Strangest? Ooh, that's a good question. I think I once had to sign like we were doing like a meet and greet for a gymnastics tour, and someone actually put down a toy fish and asked me to sign it. And it was different. I've never had to sign a toy fish before.
Okay.
I think you probably the only person in America who's ever had to do that.
A toy fish.
I was like, all right, that's cool. That's you.
That's when you say, it'll be better if I sign the ticket. But okay,
right,
I'll sign
right.
the fish if you want.
And Laurie, we really appreciate you spending a few minutes with us here on the Sports Shop. Can't wait to see you when you get down here in Raleigh, and much success to you in the future. You take care, okay?
Thank you. You guys too.
All right, take care.